Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the start of your holiday weekend, right? I know it's only Wednesday, but yet most people probably have off Thursday and have taken off Friday as a vacation day. So a long weekend ahead for many of us, I expect. We're going to open some Stadium Club tonight, but before we get started ripping, a little bit of information to go over. Feedback, 100% automated on eBay. Yeah, I do that just so you don't have to wait on me. Seems like I'm always trying to find time to get things done. So that way, with this being automated, anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get it in return. No waiting. How about that? And of course, the second thing there is just to say thank you. Always appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats, hangs out with me. You all keep me company, keep me updated on scores and whatnot. That is probably the skinniest upcoming list that we have had maybe ever. I mean, it's crazy, right? So tomorrow night for the 4th of July, I am taking that as an off night myself. On Friday, we'll break a 12-box case of Elite Football. On Saturday, we're going to finish up the case of Stadium Club that we start tonight. We'll finish it on Friday night, or Saturday night, rather. On Sunday, I know, I'm taking another night off. How crazy. I never take off 2 nights in a week. Sometimes I don't even take off 2 nights in a month. But yeah, there you go. That's what we're doing. Then on Monday, we have 2 new releases. They're both from Leaf, and they're both football. I think it's super odd that they're releasing both of their products on the same day, but they are. So we're going to open Leaf Valiant Football. That's the one that has a graded card inside each box, graded 9.5 or higher. And then we'll open a case of Ultimate Football after that. Ultimate Football is super short printed this year. In fact, it is the product that Leaf has made the least amount of the entire year. And what they are, it will be the short printed football release from Leaf for the entire year 2019. So they say. Here's what you need to know about what we're opening up tonight. It is Stadium Club Baseball. It's a half case break, and I'm expecting it to be out the door and on the way to you approximately Monday, which is the 8th. Listen, I know that's a little later than usual, but guys, we've got the holiday tomorrow where there's no mail picked up or dropped off. And also, I need to spend a little family time and things over the holiday as well. So we're going to project it for Monday. If I'm able to ship it out sooner, I will happily do so. If something unexpected happens, it could always fall a day later into Tuesday. But right now, I expect it to be Monday. We don't need to worry about consolation cards here. Every team is going to pull some cards out of this half case break. So it is an 8-box half case Topps Stadium Club Baseball. This is break number 3. Of course, it ended tonight on eBay Wednesday night, the 3rd of July. We're breaking it the same night it ended as we typically do. We've got team names on the left-hand side, the winning bidder's user ID across from each team. Oh, man, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I'm trying not to. Oh, man. Oh, I probably should have just sneezed and subjected you to that. Because I have to tell you, when they kind of back up in your head, oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, I might rethink that if that happens again. Okay, so you're going to notice right now the background went out of focus by a little smidgen there. But don't worry about that. That is by design. If I can get it where I want it to be, that is. And we're going to still be able to see everything up close and personal, so don't worry about that. Since this is the start of a new case, I'm going to be taking all boxes out of this case and numbering them, and then we're going to use random.org. Well, I guess I didn't do too good a job cutting through that tape. We're going to use random.org to help us figure out which ones we will open tonight versus which ones we will be opening on Saturday night when we finish up this case. So first things first, I got to get them all out of here so that we can get them numbered. And really, there's no particular reason that I do it this way. I just, sometimes there are case hits. I guess there kind of is in this too, I guess, if you think about it. The Instavision, I guess, is sort of a case hit in here. So I just always like it to be as transparent as possible, and so my preference is that when we're going to start a brand new case and not open the full case, that we do it like this, so everybody can understand how we arrived at which boxes get open and which half. Of course, right now I'm simply fighting to get them out of the flipping case. Mercy. They were not cooperative. They did not want to come out of there tonight. Hi, Alan J. How are you, bud? You have big holiday plans? What are you into for the 4th of July? Something fun, hopefully. I think, yikes, I think we're going to probably go to a movie, and I don't know what else. Depends on the weather, I guess. They're saying we may get some rain and storms, but I don't know what time of day they're supposed to be. I didn't pay enough attention to that, so might go do some fun outdoor type stuff if the weather permits. Otherwise, well, there's always the movie theater. All right, so as I said, we're going to go next to random.org, and it's pretty easy. I'm just going to type in 1 through 16. I will hit random one single time. Whatever 8 numbers come up first, we'll open those corresponding 8 boxes tonight for our half case. Did I just... No, I got right. Thought I messed that up. All right, are we all typed in there? I guess we are, 1 through 16. Okay, so it gives us 12, 3, 7, 4, 5, 9, and 16. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12, 16. Right? 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12, 16. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12, and 16. Now let me make sure that's 8, because I feel like I've left a number out. I have left a number out. I thought I had. All right, what number am I missing? Let's go back here for a second. Oh man, I'm on the wrong page. What did I leave out? Okay, I got... Oh, I left out 4. I left out the number 4. 2, 3, 4 should have been in there. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let me go back and find 4 out of this pile. Where are you, box 4? That's 2. Is that what in the world? No, I didn't leave out 4. What the heck did I leave out then? I must have left out 2. Okay, maybe that's what I left out. 2, and then that's 12. Okay. All right. Now I think we're settled. All right. Let me get these other boxes put back in their case. So give me just a second for that, please, and then we'll get rolling here. All right. Oh, Alan J., you have to be in bed by 7:30 tomorrow night because you have to go to work at 3 a.m. on Friday. Oh, that is not cool, man. That's not fun. That's not going to fit that way, is it? Maybe it'll fit like that. Yeah, no, that's not fun at all. So, I'm sorry. That's a drag. Hi, Mike. Mike says he's a newbie. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you, Mike. Hopefully we'll have some good luck for you here this evening. And you have got the White Sox, the Indians, my Cincinnati Reds, and St. Louis. All right. Hopefully we'll have some good mojo for you this evening. So probably many of you, maybe all of you, have already opened some Stadium Club by this point, since it's been out for, I don't know, a week or two. So you probably have noticed we have something new in here this year, and it's our box loaders. So far, out of our first case, we found an autographed one. It was autographed by Ichiro. So, hey, I'd love to find an autographed one tonight. No guarantee that we will, but we do know they exist out in the wild because we pulled one. So the first one up, that is Chris Davis for the Oakland A's. So we'll be finding one of those per case, or per box. And then we're going to find 2 on-card autographs per box as well. And some parallels in here of various types. And generally speaking, the parallels you're going to notice by the color of the writing. So you see how the player's name is in silver on the general base cards. There are also gold variations of that. Those are super rare. And there are red variations, which are the most common. And there are black variations, which kind of fall in between. And then there are orange variations, which are not as hard to get as gold, but harder to get than, obviously, the red or the black. So usually we'll find, maybe 1 or 2 orange per half case, on average, something like that. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking for. We should find 1 chrome variation per box too, in general. I mean, I don't know that they totally guarantee that it will be 1 per box, but I mean, typically that's what we find. Whether or not they say it's a guarantee, another matter. So warp speed is just an insert. We'll find loads of them unless they are something unique. We'll just buzz on by them like this. Okay, so there's a red Robinson Cano for the Mets, and followed by our chrome variation, and that is Andrew McCutchen for the Phillies. So for the most part, stuff that's just silver base, we kind of cut a path, as we will do with our inserts after we look at them all the first time, so you know what they are. So that one was Power Zone. I should point out that is Vlad Guerrero Sr., Montreal Expos, which of course, the Montreal Expos of the old days are the Washington Nationals of today, and therefore they go to the Nationals. Cards always stay with their franchise. Jose Abreu, red for the White Sox. And our first autograph, it's Jake Cave. So Minnesota Twins are on the board right away. First out tonight with a little rookie Jake Cave autograph. Alan J., you said this is your a rare weekday break for you. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it's hard to do them in the week sometimes. Honus Wagner, black for the Pirates. Especially when if you have to get up super early. That just makes life unfortunate. Ozzie Albies, red for the Braves. Although, honestly, I know a lot of people that are super happy getting up early. I'm not one of them. So this, we'll find a lot of this little insert too. It's, again, if we see it where the writing is in something other than silver, it would be a variation. But if it's just silver, like that one was, it's just a base. Emperor of the Zone is what that insert set is called. Red Donaldson for the Braves. And there is a red Lorenzo Cain for the Brewers, who happen to be playing my Cincinnati Reds at the moment. And our autograph here heads to the Orioles with Luis Ortiz. So Orioles and Twins with the autographs out of box number 1 here tonight. And we have another chrome in here. Nice. They typically fall 1 per box. This is a bonus one. And it refracts. Hey, hey. So a little Derek Jeter refractor for the Yankees. Those chrome don't always refract, of course, as you probably noticed that Kutch didn't. Beam Team, yet another insert that fairly common in here, in the base variation of it anyway. And that's more or less, I think that might be the majority, if not all, of the inserts that we're going to see. We probably have seen them come through here somewhere along the way. A Darryl Strawberry Black for the Mets. That sounds like that ought to be like at a juice bar, doesn't it? I'll have a Darryl Strawberry Black Met. I don't know. Just because the last name is Strawberry, I guess. Maybe I'm hungry. Makes me think of a juice bar. I don't know. But anyway, we have a red Jesus Aguilar for the Brewers. Oh, Alan J is one of those. Was that your hit? One of those? The Orioles? Or, oh, well, I'm glad I just made a mess of that, didn't I? Okay, you stupid boxes. They're weird size. They don't set in my little space too easily because they're long, strangely constructed boxes. But they've been like this, really, as long as I can remember. Stadium Club's been in the longer boxes. Well, come out of there, please, buddy. Charlie Blackmon. Rockies. It's got a bad lower right-hand corner. You probably can see down there that little speck of white where you've got a little chipping down there on that lower right on the back. Oh, Alan J, you didn't hit for the last couple of breaks? Dang, brother, I didn't realize that. So we've got you back on track at least? Okay, all right. Well, maybe it's one of many that we'll find for you tonight. We're going to try to find you as much as we can, you and everybody else. These two just tried to jump ship. So we're just looking at them separately. They seem to be no worse for the wear. But whenever somebody kind of goes out of turn, sticks to the back of something and tries to take a little leap on me, I usually like to pick them up and look at them and make sure that all is well. I can't remember what we've got coming out next week for baseball. I know we've got Gold Standard Football coming out. And I think we've got something, maybe is Diamond Icons next week? It might be for baseball. It very well might be. Brian Anderson Marlins red, and an autograph right off the top here. Patrick Wisdom for the Rangers. And unfortunately, much like it was last year, I'm getting hardly any Diamond Icons. They're really making it rough to get product these days for baseball. Jose Canseco and the A's. I mean, everywhere you look, they're really just making it difficult. A lot of these distributors, they hold it back, and then Chris Bryant for the Cubs red. And then they'll only let you buy it if you pay 20, 30, 40, 50% more than the pre-order price. You know, they'll tell you they don't have enough for you to get any in pre-order, but magically the day the product is released, they have hundreds, if not thousands, of cases of it available at a substantially marked up price. And then if you don't buy it at that marked up price, then they hold it against you and give you less of everything else. So it's kind of an ugly little game they've got going on lately. So the Red Sox, we've got a gold here. Craig Kimbrell, and it is a 1 of 1. So remember me telling you gold is rare? Well, there's your 1 of 1 for the Red Sox with Craig Kimbrell. How about that? Boston, right? Nice. I like that. We always like finding our 1 of 1s, which we've been on a little bit of a good run with of late. Trevor Richards for the Marlins red. We've had pretty good luck as a whole with 1 of 1s in the last week or so. Yeah, I know it's weird that Kimbrel is not a Red Sox anymore, isn't it? It's he's so strongly associated with that team. Severino Black for the Yankees. And obviously, guys, in here, it's going to go to the team that's printed on the card. Even, Cody Bellinger red for the Dodgers. Even though we know he's been traded, clearly it's going to go to the team on the card, just to clarify. And we have David Fletcher autograph. It is the red parallel for the Angels, and it is numbered to 50. So, a couple of nice numbered hits out of that box. Jackie Robinson red for the Dodgers. I don't know if any of you happened to watch the press conference. Marcus Stroman black, Blue Jays, after the Angels game. Of course, I guess everybody knows Tyler Skaggs. They found him, the Angels pitcher, they found him dead in his hotel room. Clayton Kershaw red for the Dodgers on Monday at the start of the road trip with the games for the Rangers. So they didn't play on Monday night. They did play on Tuesday night. And after the game, there was a press conference where a number of the players spoke. And, those guys, Mike Trout, all those guys tearing up and crying in the press conference. And it was really emotional, and you can see how much it's impacting them. I mean, not like we didn't think that it would. I guess, everybody knows you lose a teammate that way, it's going to get to you. But just watching that press conference, it was, wow. I mean, it was really, really tough to watch. Like, I was tearing up. And, of course, I don't know Tyler Skaggs at all, other than I've seen him pitch. But it was really emotional. David Ortiz, Big Papi. That is the Red Sox with our box loader. By all accounts, he is doing well, recovering after having been shot down in the DR, his home country. Does anybody have any news, by the way, about Tommy La Stella? In the game they played last night, he hit a foul ball, like a 90-something mile an hour foul ball off of essentially his shin, and he couldn't even put any weight on it. I just, I'm catching this on MLB Today. They do the rundown, recap, whatever, but they had to carry him more or less off the field, and then I never heard an update as to how severe that injury was or what that expectation is. But if anybody has heard or does know what the prognosis is for Tommy La Stella, feel free to type it in there. I like that kid. Of course, you don't want to see that happen to anybody, but he's been having such a good year. Jose Canseco red for the A's, and a red Power Zone insert for Gleyber Torres and the Yankees. There's a black Andujar, Yankees. Hi, Brian. Brian R. has joined us. How are you tonight, Brian? There's a nice little red Reggie Jackson for the Yankees and an autograph for the Giants. That is Ray Black, San Francisco Giants. Ken Griffey Jr. and the Mariners, red. And our next autograph is Brandon Lowe for the Tampa Bay Rays. I think we're all rookies so far tonight. out of our first case, we had an incredible run of veteran autographs. Roberto Alomar, black for the Blue Jays. In fact, someone that night said that we hit more veteran autographs out of a half case of that than they had seen come out of 3 full cases combined. I mean, I was surprised, but tonight we seem to be following more of that trend. That's Yadi Molina, red for the Cardinals. Oh, it broke his leg. Oh, man. Brian says he's out 8 to 10 weeks, broke his tibia. I mean, it did, man, look bad. So thank you for that update, Brian. I had not heard any further information about it. Being on the East Coast, sometimes we don't catch that. Michael Kopech, red for the White Sox, the red parallel. We don't always get as much news, and you know, I have to catch it later on MLB Tonight or something like that sometimes. And there's our chrome. It is Bryce Harper for the Phillies. It's not a refractor. I put it in the sleeve as if it were a refractor out of, I guess, sort of habit, but it's not a refractor. It's just the base chrome. Max Kepler, red for the Twins. And Conforto, red for the Mets. Alan J., you need another hit. We're trying to make up for your for your other nights where you were hitless. So we need to find you another one. Is that what I'm getting there? I think. You're giving it to me pretty good tonight. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. It's a whole lot more fun when you hit than when you don't. Listen, we all know that, so nobody gonna argue that point. Let's see what we've got in here. Man, why did none of these want to come out of here tonight? Like the first case, I had no problems. Tonight, these turkeys do not want to come out of here. There is Juan Soto. And Juan is the Nationals, of course. I don't know if they're like suctioned to the thing. Oh, no, I've already gotten you two. Oh, well, Alan J., daggone. We're making some progress in, bud. So maybe the mojo is flowing in your favor tonight. We're rolling along like a river there. But you know who we haven't helped out yet is Mike. Mike is looking for Cardinals and White Sox and Indians and my Cincinnati Reds, and we need to try to find some love for Mike tonight too. I don't know who Brian has. He hasn't given us his mojo request yet tonight. All right, we've got this. After we look through this box, which is out on the table, we'll be at our halfway point. So we're kind of not quite not quite at the halfway point yet. I don't know why. I kind of thought we were as soon as I took them out of the wrappers, but we're not. So now I'm just walking it back. We'll be at the halfway point in a minute. Dansby Swanson, that is black for the Braves. Bob Feller, red, Indians. Cal Ripken Jr. is our chrome. He is the Orioles, of course. And another little insert there. Oh, Brian, you've got the Mariners. Okay. Oh, yeah, the Mariners. We had the most... the case number 1, Brian, the Mariners, we hit the box loader, autographed, Ichiro, to 5. It was crazy. Let's try to find another one of those for you. Castellano, red, Tigers. And we have an autograph that is smoking hot. Oh, yes, indeed. That is Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. That's so hot that just about burns my hands to hold it. It's a nice hit. We've got a little bad corner down there on the right, bottom edge with some imperfections. I mean, none of it super incredibly horrible, but usually if I note even those minor imperfections, if I see them, I call them. I don't always see them, but I try. So Fernando Tatis Jr. is a very nice hit for San Diego. Loving that. Maybe this is going to be a good case for us as a whole. We hope. Barry Larkin, red for the Cincinnati Reds. Jose Altuve, black for the Astros. Yeah, Tatis has been surprisingly elusive. He's been somewhat hard to pull out of most things this year, more so than I kind of thought he would be, truthfully. But we got one here. That's what counts. There is a red Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers. And our autograph is Mr. Dean Dietz for the Astros, who we pulled, I believe, that out of maybe both of our other breaks. I don't know. He's coming out fairly often. Dean Dietz is. A red Wade Boggs for the Red Sox. I thought for a minute that was black, but it wasn't. It was just silver. So our standard insert. That is Lewis Brinson, red for the Marlins. Red Byron Buxton for the Twins. Now we're at our halfway point. We've opened 4. We have 4 to go. So far, so good. I think we have another, I want to say we have some other baseball release next week too, besides Diamond Icons, which I think Diamond Icons is next week, but daggone it, I cannot remember what it is. Ted Williams. And that is the Red Sox. We once again have a bad lower right-hand corner with a little bit of chipping there on the box loader. I think actually there are several things coming out next week. I remember one of my reps calling to discuss it with me, but they did it on Monday and I can't remember what they told me. There's been so much other information flowing through since then that it completely escapes me as to what it was they told me. Let's see what we can find in here. Hopefully some other good hits or great hits, more to the point. Aw, Johnny Bench. I love Johnny Bench. And that picture right there, they have a similar picture for Gary Carter, although his is horizontal alignment. But that's part of the reason I love Stadium Club. I mean, they're borderless and they have some really cool photography. Nico Goodrum, Tigers, red, and an autograph for Max Muncy and the Dodgers. So there's our first vet autograph for the night. With Max. They're playing later tonight in about 45 minutes or so, I think. The Dodgers. Buehler on the mound. Billy Hamilton, red for the Royals. And we've got our second autograph out. This is on a hollow foil, and that would be Mr. Freddie Peralta for the Milwaukee Brewers. So that's a nice little hit as well on the hollow foil variation. It's numbered to 10. I don't think I even said that. I got all excited by the hollow foil part, and I didn't even tell you, although you probably saw it, that it is also numbered to 10. So congrats, Milwaukee, on a nice one. There's a red Almora Cubs, a red Shohei for the Angels on the insert there. There's a black Will Myers for the Padres. A red Matt Chapman for the A's, and a Juan Soto for our Chrome card. Yeah, I don't really know why Stadium Club doesn't get more love. I mean, I think it's a cool set. Corbin Burns, Brewers, red, but it doesn't get a lot of love. I guess not everyone appreciates the borderless cards with different photography. I don't know. It's Stadium Club's always kind of been the stepsister, the stepchild maybe, of the Topps lineup, it seems, but I've always been a fan of it. I like it. Laureano for the A's, and we have a gold Aaron Judge Chrome getting ready to make an appearance here. So that's quite nice as well. So the Aaron Judge Chrome refractor, of course, and gold variant as well. So very nice hit for the Yankees. That is Simmons, Angels, black. Sorry, man, my allergies just like all of a sudden flared up. Cal Ripken for the Orioles, red. It's basically, I think, still that same sneeze that I didn't sneeze earlier, but probably should have. Oh, it's just lurking now. It's taunting me. I guess it's all the rain kicking up whatever's out there, pollen or something. Oh, come out of there. It is Yadier Molina. And you can see we've got quite a bit of rough on that bottom edge, all kind of right through there. You see all that white chipping. Got rough upper corners, both right and left. We've got more rough down the right side here. So they didn't exactly do a fantastic job cutting that one. Molina and the Cardinals. They could have probably done a little better job than that. So this is box 6 of 8 that we're starting to look through right now. So we still got a few more shots at it if we haven't hit something for your team yet. You still got a few more shots at it. There's a hollow foil Cabrera, little Miggy, for the Detroit Tigers, number 225. And an autograph right up here at the top. It's for the Oakland A's, with Nick Martini. So first autograph out really quickly. There's a black Johnny Mize for the Cardinals. A red Miguel Sano for the Twins. A chrome Matsui for the Yankees. I looked at that for, I don't know what I thought. I just glanced at that card and I saw the mascot in the back and I thought they had taken a picture of somebody's mascot and put it on a card. I know. So, you know, they go by quickly. I don't, you know, I don't know how to explain it. That's just what I saw for a hot second. Christian Yelich and the Brewers, that is numbered to 99. It is a chrome refractor. A red Encarnacion for the Mariners. There's a red Moustakas for the Brewers and an autograph for Reese McGuire and the Toronto Blue Jays. So that's our second autograph out of box 6 here. So at this point we're looking more for parallels. Matt Kemp, that is red for my Cincinnati Reds. Red McCullers for the Astros. Speaking of, if anybody knows the score of the Reds-Brewers game, I certainly would not object to knowing it. John Lester for the Cubs, red. When I last had an opportunity to look at it, Reds were up 1-0. Ian Kinsler, Dodgers, red. And that was off of Puig's home run at the top of the first, actually. Or actually, I guess, did the Reds, maybe we bet, maybe we were at the, did we bat first? I can't even remember. It's been so long ago since the game started. Victoria's here. Hi, Victoria. You need more Red Sox players? Hey, you got the 1 of 1, Victoria. So you're ahead of everybody right now. Hitting that sweet little 1 of 1. But we will do our best to hook you up and find you some more interesting things in here. Some more hits for you as well. Mojo Request is in play. Bryce Harper for the Nationals. Bad lower right corner seems to be our theme tonight on these box loaders. I don't know if the machine that produced them just kept messing up the lower right corners or what. It was crazy. Oh, it's Reds 3-0 now. Woohoo! Sweet. Thank you, Brian. 8 innings down. Trout has already hit 2 home runs tonight in the Angels game. I'm assuming that's what you're telling me there with Trout has 2 bombs. That's pretty awesome as well. Oh, Victoria, did I spoil that for you? Did you not know? Maybe you were in at the top of the break and you didn't see your 1 of 1 come out. Oh, man, did I spoil it? You would have caught it maybe in the recap and then I ruined the surprise. If I did, I apologize. You'll still get to see it, of course, for the first time, I guess, then in the recap. But maybe it would have been a better surprise if you hadn't known. But oh well, the good news is you hit it. That's the important part, right? Okay, this is box 7 of 8 that we are starting to look through right now. A red Starling Marte for the Pirates. And this is orange. It's really hard to see because it's on kind of an orange sort of background as well, which I think is super stupid that they do it that way. But anyway, that's how they designed it. And it is numbered to 50. And it's Jose Altuve, of course, for the Astros. And I tell you what, hang on one second, guys. I need to separate out. I'm looking for one other numbered thing. I'm just going to separate it out into a pile there so we can recap all the numbered ones at the end. Oh, you did see it. Okay, all right. So I didn't ruin it for you. All right, good. I always hate when I do that. If somebody like jumps in and they don't know they've hit something and they maybe don't want to know till the recap, and then I'll be talking about it and mess them up. So at least we didn't ruin it for you. All right, good. Segura, red. And here comes our autograph. It is Austin Dean for the Miami Marlins. Both lower corners not great. Actually, all four corners not great. Lower left is probably the worst. And frankly, a lot of that stuff, listen, I know, probably doesn't bother most, maybe all of you. It's really minor imperfections, and I get that. And I know that probably the vast majority of breakers don't even call it out, but that's just my nature. If I see it, I'm going to say it. Archie Bradley, red for the Diamondbacks. And sometimes they do get by me, and I don't catch them until I'm sorting. Sometimes I don't catch them at all, but we try. David Fletcher comes out for the Angels. So an autograph hit there for LA. Is that black? Yeah. Rodon for the White Sox, Carlos. A red Michael Fulmer for the Tigers. A chrome Trevor Bauer for the Indians. You know, I'm always surprised at how little baseball is actually televised outside of, your regional team. That's Hosmer and the Padres red. Considering how much baseball there is every day, you would think that you would kind of always be able to find a game somewhere. But that's really not the case. I mean, I can watch all the Reds games because they're my regional team, so they all come on, like on Fox Sports South. Reese McGuire, Blue Jays, black. And sometimes MLB Network will show you a whole game, although a lot of times it is more like MLB Today where they just run around and highlight you. And of course, every once in a while, Fox has a game. Well, actually, weekly. Fox has a game, and ESPN has a few games. Mazzara. Now, that's white, guys. Black and white. It's not numbered, but we don't find a tremendous amount of those black and white ones. Typically, it might be one or maybe two in a half case. Again, I don't think there's any guarantee. That's just what I've observed. Mazzara, red for the Rangers. But yeah, wouldn't you just think, as much baseball as there is that is being played, that some of these other regional sports networks or, I don't know, somebody would kind of always have a baseball game on? They really do not. I like having them on in the background where I can be doing other things, but listening to it and watching it when it's, necessary to watch it, but not just sitting glued to it, because sometimes there's not a lot of action, as we all know. But I love having it on in the background, and sometimes can't find one. Manny Machado. Manny is, still a Dodger on here. How about that? So the Dodgers with a box loader. And now, of course, this is our last box out of this half case. So that means we are officially in last box mojo kind of mode here. And that just works like this. We all kind of collectively power up our mojo here. We try to focus our energy on hitting something amazing out of our last box of the night. Sometimes it works. Sometimes we do hit some really incredible stuff out of the last box. Mr. No Hustle. Oh, I know, Alan J. I still can't get over that the guy said that, especially in his free agency year. But obviously, it didn't hurt him one little bit. We all know he got a very nice contract down there with the Padres, and he's in there with that good young core, and they've got a nice farm system, and I enjoy watching Padres play. So I imagine they'll have many years ahead where they're even going to be a lot better than they are right now. Some of these guys kind of grow into their roles a little bit. A red for the Royals with Mondesi. And Francisco Arcia. Angels with another one. Bad corners, both lower corners, imperfect. So Arcia and the Angels, our first autograph out of the last box here. You don't like Machado? He does seem to be very polarizing. Scooter Gennett red for the Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, I could, he definitely has his fans and he has his detractors. I guess most of them do. But I do know there are a lot of people that probably don't care a lot for Manny Machado. But Rhys Hoskins, black for the Phillies. But no matter how you feel about him personally, you have to admit he can play ball. Berrios, red for the Twins. Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, chrome for the White Sox. And there's a black and white Wade Boggs parallel for the Red Sox. So, Victoria, we did get you one other cool thing. Anyway, nice little black and white parallel there for Wade. Eddie Murray, Orioles, black. I don't know why I left those few little ones sitting there by themselves, right? Like I should have picked up that whole stack at once, but somehow I didn't. So there you go. We had some stragglers. That is a red Robbie Ray for the Diamondbacks. And our last autograph out is for the Tampa Bay Rays, imperfect lower right in particular. So the Rays, and I cannot say this guy's name to save my life. I mean, I can say Nicholas, obviously. But the last name, yeah, I'm just going to butcher it. So how about I just go with Nicholas for the Tampa Bay Rays, and we'll leave it at that. I'll spare you tonight. That was Eddie Rosario, Twins, red. Ooh, case hit. Look at that. Came out of the last pack and practically the last card. And it's for the Mariners. Hey, look at that. And it's Ken Griffey Jr. So Ken Griffey Jr. Instavision case hit for the Mariners. Not too bad, right? Not too bad at all, Brian. I mean, I know you probably were thinking more like autograph or whatever, but it's pretty cool to hit the case hit, I would think, with one of the players you were looking for, especially, hopefully. I'm hoping you like it anyway. So, Instavision, nice. Okay, so we're going to recap a few little things here. And after we do the recap, for those of you who tuned in after we did the rundown, I will put the spreadsheet back up there that talks about our anticipated shipping date for what we just finished breaking. And then we'll also take a look at what's coming out in the days ahead. So for those of you who are interested in that, hang tight after we recap, and that'll come your way right after. So, Instavision, Ken Griffey Jr., Seattle Mariners. A black and white Wade Boggs for the Red Sox. A black and white Parallel Mazzara and the Rangers. Gold Chrome Refractor, Aaron Judge and the Yankees. And that is a Christian Yelich Chrome Refractor Orange /99 for the Brewers. This is Jose Altuve Orange /50 for the Astros. Miguel Cabrera on a hollow foil /25. Here's that handsome 1/1 Craig Kimbrell Gold for the Red Sox. Yeah, 1/1. We love you, 1/1. And then here's Nicholas, Tampa Bay Rays autograph. Everything you see coming next, obviously autographs. Francisco Arcia for the Angels. David Fletcher for the Angels. Austin Dean for the Marlins. Reese McGuire, Blue Jays. Nick Martini for the A's. A hollow foil Freddie Peralta for the Brewers, numbered /10, and first in the series. So it's number 1/10. You guys know I get a special little thrill when they're first in the series or last in the series. I have no idea why. It's completely irrational, but I like it. Max Muncy for the Dodgers. Dean Dietz for the Astros. Aha, here it is, baby. Fernando Tatis Jr. Love it for the Padres. And then we have Brandon Lowe that made an appearance for the Tampa Bay Rays. For the Giants, we came up with Ray Black. We have a red David Fletcher for the Angels, numbered /50. Behind that is Patrick Wisdom for the Rangers. Here come the Orioles with Luis Ortiz, and we got things started tonight with the Minnesota Twins and Jake Cave. All right, so that's the break. That's the recap. Let's get this spreadsheet info up here one more time so you guys and gals will know when to expect this to be on the way to you. And yeah, hang on a minute. Okay, so hoping, if I can get this out sooner, I will get it out sooner for you. But right now, I'm thinking that probably we're looking at Monday. So that's, of course, tomorrow is a holiday, and there's no mail pickup or delivery, and I've got to log a little family time myself here over this holiday weekend. So I'm going to project it for Monday, and if I can get it on the way to you faster than Monday, I absolutely will. And, of course, everybody pulled cards in here, so we don't need to worry about consolation cards in this break. Our schedule in the days ahead is the lightest it has been in a long, long time. So I am taking tomorrow night off, Thursday night, the 4th of July. On Friday, we'll be back and we'll break a 12-box case of Elite Football. On Saturday, we're going to finish up this case of Stadium Club that we started tonight. We'll do those remaining 8 boxes on Saturday night. On Sunday, I'm taking another night off. Can you believe? I can hardly believe it. I really shouldn't have, probably. We've got a ton of stuff to break. But I don't know. I did. On Monday, we've got, oddly enough, new releases on Monday. Leave it to Leaf to throw a wrench in things. And not only are they giving us Monday releases, it's 2 football releases on the same day. I know. Leaf always pulling something crazy. So we're going to open a 12-box case of Valiant Football. That is the one that has a graded card inside every box, graded 9.5 or higher. And we will also open a case of Ultimate Football, which is a 10-box case. And that is the shortest printed case run of any of the Leaf Football products this year. I don't think they're making around 200 cases, maybe even a little less than that, which is a substantial cutback from what they've had in years past. So it's super low printed case run, and we should be able to pull some pretty good stuff out of it. And that, I guess, is it for me tonight. Of course, I'm off tomorrow night enjoying some family and some holiday. I hope that you do the same. I'll be back on Friday night, and I would love to see you again then. But if I don't catch you then, hey, come back and join me some other time. Always glad to have the company. So take care, everyone. Safe and happy 4th of July to you, and we will see you again on Friday. Goodbye.